For more, I'd like to welcome to the show former Judge Ashley Willcott. Welcome, Ashley. Nice to see you. Let's start with what Jessica was just reporting on there for us with this third message sent to TMZ demanding money for alleged information. Does this sound legit to you, or is this just somebody trying to exploit the FBI reward?
So first of all, thank you. Honored to be with you. Second of all, you're always going to want to treat it as legit until you prove otherwise. Law enforcement does. The reality is when they say the main individual involved, you think, well, this might be somebody that has information, that does know who's involved. The difference between this and the first two, though, is the way that it's written, the language in it. And so it does not sound like it's necessarily the same person as the first, but you have to treat it as legit. Because what if it is?
Yeah, just the anonymity with Bitcoin just raises so many alarm bells and makes you think about so many other issues with this too. Why do you believe this person would want reward money up front rather than after an arrest was made, as is typically the case?
Well, that's what makes you think maybe it's not legit. It's just somebody out for the money. That's all they want. But anybody who's sending a ransom note and saying, I can give you information about the main individual, anybody who's inclined to treat a missing person, a Nancy Guthrie as money versus a real person with compassion, anyone like that is always going to ask for the money first before they're going to give anything. It's a gig. They want the money. They don't care about Nancy Guthrie.
And Jessica, you mentioned that these first two notes, some were going to, Jessica, if we can bring you back in. Amy, you stay here. But going back to the first two notes, we know that they went to local TV, went to TMZ. This person in this latest note, Jessica, saying that they are going through TMZ rather than law enforcement because they don't trust them. Also not going through the family either, which is also interesting. We heard from Savannah Guthrie in the last day or so, or not heard from her, but she posted on social media this beautiful video of her and her sister. It appeared with their mom, this old video, a childhood video of theirs. But Jessica, do you know how the family has been told and advised that they should be acting right now, what they need to be doing for their security, and just, how much hope really is truly still there?
Yeah, so they are currently staying in a gated community. We do not know where that is. They have been hunkered down, sequestered themselves. Again, we know that they keep going back to Annie Guthrie's home, and there's been so many questions about that. Every time there's new evidence found, right, they go back to that inner circle and then start to work their way out. We know that law enforcement was over there the other day in an unmarked vehicle. They went into the home, they came out, they took some kind of paper bag. They also checked her mail. Whether they were looking for something specific or they were just assisting the family in some way, also unclear. Another interesting aspect to this, yesterday we saw pool cleaners here, Anna, and why is that significant? Well, the Sheriff's Department is taking even more heat for that, saying, okay, you have a crime scene essentially here. This woman is still missing. We have 24-hour surveillance, and guys are coming to clean the pool. What if there's more evidence to be found on location? Is that now going to be tainted? So, this has been such a slow and long process. But in response to your question as to, what is happening with the Guthrie family specifically, I would imagine at this point, they are really trying to hold on to hope, but it's I would be remiss to make an assumption as to how, her condition, but we have not heard anything from her. And as you mentioned before, she needs that medication, and let's just hope that she is okay.
Yeah, we're all crossing our fingers and toes for that, but time is really ticking, and we've been saying that for a long time now, it feels like. And a strange detail, Jessica, about the pool cleaners, I actually had not heard that. It seems like it doesn't matter if the pool gets some leaves in it, if it turns a little bit green right now. It seems like, yeah, it's very bizarre there. Ashley, I want to fold you back in here. We have 3 people detained following the SWAT operation last night that Jessica detailed for us. Legally, what is the process that police have to go through in order to get that search warrant for an operation like that? Because you got to imagine law enforcement is really minding their P's and Q's here to make sure they do everything properly should these people end up being arrested and charged and have a day in court.
Absolutely. So the first thing they have to do is say under oath the reasons why they believe 2 things. Number 1, a crime was committed. And number 2, evidence of that crime is located at the place where they're wanting that search warrant. They have to go to a judge who has to find probable cause. That's a very low standard. Probable cause is any evidence at all. Again, a crime committed, evidence at that location. The judge then signs the warrant, and then law enforcement can successfully execute the warrant. But keep in mind, they could only look for what's in the warrant.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.